We must ensure that in an independent Nigeria, individual citizens throughout the land enjoy liberty, human dignity, and equality under the law. There must be one Nigeria with one constitution and one law for all. Let us therefore, Mr. Chairman, sir, close our ears to the counsel of despair, which
it's time you prove him wrong. He is now in Nigeria. We want to know whether the man in Aso Rock is dead or not dead. Whether the man in Aso Rock is Buhari or not Buhari. And if that Mazi Nnamdi is now in Nigeria, and all of a sudden, the Nigerian government are mute. Lai Mohammed is not talking. Nobody is challenging him that, hey, we have captured you now. Come and prove to us that Buhari is dead. You claim Buhari is dead. Now we are beginning to unmask the man in Aso Rock. And we are starting it this night. We want the Fulani government of Nigeria to challenge Mazi Nnamdi. We want an open debate. We want the Nigeria people, those of you who claim you are sensible, we want you to begin to put pressure on the government of Nigeria. They could not even allow him to sign the consent. They could not allow him to sign consent. These are people, bunch of ignorant people, claiming, let him come to Nigeria and say it now. Let him come to Nigeria. Let him come to Nigeria and say it now. Let him come to Nigeria and say it now. Let him come to Nigeria and say it. Let him come to Nigeria and say it. You see, he is now in Nigeria. He is now in Nigeria. Well, I'm reading some comment that came in. Anyway, I'm going to read that later on from a brother. Now, let me make it very clear. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, is now in Nigeria. And we want the Nigerian government to include the issue of Buhari in whatever they want to challenge him with. If they claim that Buhari is alive, it is time for them. It is time for them to prove Mazi Nnamdi and the entire IPOB family, the entire Biafrans, time to prove them wrong. Time to prove the entire world wrong. You see, they think that we are going to, get distracted with all this story flying from left and right and center and all that. They are now none of them are they are no longer talking about Mazi Nnamdi is making bogus claim. Mazi Nnamdi is lying. Mazi Nnamdi is doing this. Mazi Nnamdi is doing that. None of the Buhari or the presidency family have now come out to say, you are now in Nigeria. You are going to prove to us that allegation that Buhari is dead. So we want to remind them. And I am going to lay the foundation this evening. The foundation where this new exposition and the new pressure is going to come from. And I want If you are watching me this evening and you are close to Obasanjo, this particular broadcast is for Obasanjo. For Obasanjo. We want Obasanjo to use his power as ex-president. It is not enough that he come to say, how can Buhari die and they are not aware? How can Buhari die and they are not aware? How can Buhari die and they are not aware? And that is the defense of Obasanjo. So this evening I have come to begin to tear the remaining rubber that is left. I have come to tear the remaining rubber. The table of Aso Rock, the table of the fake man in Aso Rock, we are going to start to scatter it this evening. And I'm going to make a very simple thing. Very, very simple. Very, very simple thing. I want you to listen and listen very attentively and watch what I am about to do this evening to expose the biggest fraud in human history, the unmasking of the man in Aso Rock. One moment. Prince Chooks, Tagbo, I'm gonna, we are not yet allowing people to come to the backstage. So if you could just go away, and when I share the link and announce people to come in, you can then come in. Thank you. One moment.
Has barely improved, and we're losing foreign direct investment to our neighbors such as Ghana. What can you do to make Nigeria a more competitive and more attractive destination for foreign?
I want you all to understand what is going on here. Good morning. Good afternoon. Welcome to this broadcast this evening, this night, depending on where you are watching from. This is live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1, live and direct on YouTube, live and direct on Twitch, and then live and direct on other social media platforms. This evening, we have come to start the exposition of the biggest fraud in human history. Biggest fraud. Fraud against 2 million Nigerians. Fraud against state. Fraud against the sovereign state, as they call it. Fraud against one of the most educated people, not just in Africa, but in the world. Fraud against the so-called African most populous country. The man in Aso Rock, unmasking the man in Aso Rock. Some of you may have understood, and you remember that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi has been lamenting about the identity of the man in Aso Rock. Today, Mazi Nnamdi is in Nigeria. He's in Nigeria. They abducted him. Extraordinary rendition. They kidnapped him, and he is now in their hands. Now it is time for every Nigerian, those of you who believe you are a Nigerian, those of you who are claiming Nigeria, those of you who want one Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi has made this claim. It is time you prove him wrong. He is now in Nigeria. We want to know whether the man in Aso Rock is dead or not dead. Whether the man in Aso Rock is Buhari or not Buhari. And if that Mazi Nnamdi is now in Nigeria, and all of a sudden, the Nigerian government are mute. Lai Mohammed is not talking. Nobody is challenging him that, hey, we have captured you now. Come and prove to us that Buhari is dead. You claim Buhari is dead. Now we are beginning to unmask the man in Aso Rock, and we are starting it this night. We want the Fulani government of Nigeria to challenge Mazi Nnamdi. We want an open debate. We want the Nigeria people, those of you who claim you are sensible, we want you to begin to put pressure on the government of Nigeria. They could not even allow him to sign the consent. They could not allow him to sign consent. These are people, bunch of ignorant people, claiming, let him come to Nigeria and say it now. Let him come to Nigeria. Let him come to Nigeria and say it now. Let him come to Nigeria and say it now. Let him come to Nigeria and say it. Let him come to Nigeria and say it. You see, he is now in Nigeria. He is now in Nigeria. Well, I'm reading some comment that came in. Anyway, I'm going to read that later on from a brother. Now, let me make it very clear. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi is now in Nigeria. And we want the Nigerian government to include the issue of Buhari in whatever they want to challenge him with. If they claim that Buhari is alive, It is time for them. It is time for them to prove Mazi Nnamdi and the entire IPOB family, the entire Biafrans, time to prove them wrong. Time to prove the entire world wrong. You see, they think that we are going to, get distracted with all this story flying from left and right and center and all that. They are now none of them they are no longer talking about Mazi Nnamdi is making bogus claim. Mazi Nnamdi is lying. Mazi Nnamdi is doing this. Mazi Nnamdi is doing that. None of the Buhari or the presidency family have now come out to say, you are now in Nigeria. You are going to prove to us that allegation that Buhari is dead. So we want to remind them. And I am going to lay the foundation this evening. The foundation where this new exposition and the new pressure is going to come from. And I want, if you are watching me this evening and you are close to Obasanjo, this particular broadcast is for Obasanjo. For Obasanjo. We want Obasanjo to use his power as ex-president. It is not enough that he come to say, how can Buhari die and they are not aware? How can Buhari die and they are not aware? How can Buhari die and they are not aware? And that is the defense of Obasanjo. So this evening I have come to begin to tear the remaining rubber that is left. I have come to tear the remaining rubber. The table of Aso Rock, the table of the fake man in Aso Rock, we are going to start to scatter it this evening. And I'm going to make a very simple thing. Very, very simple. Very, very simple thing. I want you to listen and listen very attentively and watch what I am about to do this evening to expose the biggest fraud in human history, the unmasking of the man in Aso Rock. One moment. Prince Chooks, Tagbo, I'm gonna, we are not yet allowing people to come to the backstage. So if you could just go away, and when I share the link and announce people to come in, you can then come in. Thank you. One moment.
Has barely improved, and we're losing foreign direct investment to our neighbors such as Ghana. What can you do to make Nigeria a more competitive and more attractive destination for foreign?
I want you all to understand what is going on here.
Has barely improved, and we're losing foreign direct investment to our neighbors such as Ghana. What can you do to make Nigeria a more competitive and more attractive destination for foreign direct investment?
Well, this question was answered when there was an answer. You remember the young people who wanted to march here and remove me when they checked that answers. And my answer to that, I got the members of the Executive Council. As you could recall, by the Constitution, there must be a member of Executive Council from each state. That is the Constitution. Every state must be represented. So I got them on a Wednesday. I said they should go, each one should go to his state, speak to the governor, speak to the traditional leaders, speak to the business people, and speak to them, especially, and tell them that the federal government, no more vacancy, is full. Go to any state governor and ask him now to give you a contract or to give you a job. He will tell you there is no vacancy. The same thing with local government. So you may have a good degree, but you may die without having a job. Why? Because
you people understand what this man, what this imposter, what this ghost was talking about? Do you know what they asked him? They asked him what can he do to improve the foreign direct investment. I want us to go back to that video again. And this evening, I am going to ask Obasanjo to prove to Nigerians that this man is Buhari. I want to ask Obasanjo whether this man is the Buhari he know. Whether the Buhari he know don't understand what is foreign direct investment. So Obasanjo should allow himself. Obasanjo should come out publicly to tell Nigerians that this man who spoke here, this man he just listened to now, is the Buhari that he know. Is the Buhari that he fought Biafra Nigeria war with. Is the Buhari who facilitated his going to prison. Whether this man is the Buhari that worked very closely with Abacha to loot Nigeria dry. So the question is going to Obasanjo and every Nigerian. In fact, the question is to presidency. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi is now in Nigeria. So we are waiting and expecting the federal government of Nigeria to take that allegation up. So that Mazi Nnamdi will give them his own condition. Because he is the one making the accusation. So it is not in your, it is going to be, he is going to set the pace. Thank you very much, Kizito, Frank, Jarlene, for that super chat. Thank you for supporting the page. So we want to see, we want the presidency of Nigeria to come and tell us, why are they no longer talking? Why is Lai Mohammed not commenting anymore? That Mazi Nnamdi is accusing the presidency, is accusing the president, is blackmailing the president, that the president is dead. We want Obasanjo to come and tell us what conviction, what is giving him that conviction that how can Buhari die and they are not aware. Thank you, Nwa Uba Diego, for that super chat. Thank you for supporting the page. The super chat on this page is a moving train. Nobody can stop. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for supporting the page. Now, so we have decided that from today, we are going to start, because our leader is not here to speak. will be speaking for him. We'll be speaking for him. We are going to be hitting this Buhari is dead until they are going to prove to the world through the man they have captured in DSS camp. So we are now reawakening the call that Buhari is dead. And I'm going to prove it to you this evening. I'm going to prove to you that actually the man in Aso Rock is not Buhari. And I want anybody who want to think that the man in Aso Rock is Buhari. We have set out our condition for you to convince us. So if the presidency of Nigeria meet this condition, even our own leader, Mazi Nnamdi, say he is going to abandon Biafra. He's going to abandon Biafra's struggle. And the point is that you don't know the level of impunity. This is the biggest fraud in human history. Let me tell you, for those of you who may think that, okay, let us see, how can this man die? You people are just making noise. The point here is, what you don't know is this. For those who say Buhari is dementia, the man is alive, that he is dementia. Let me ask you, let me just make it very clear. There is a medical report under international law, under law of any nation. When a doctor, medical practitioners declared somebody incapacitated under so many international instruments, under so many laws, you don't have the right anymore to hold public office. In fact, in some of the countries of the world, in Western world, when doctor declare you or pronounce you incapacitated, you will be appointed a guardian. You will be appointed a guardian. And other so many instruments of law, you are no longer qualified to hold any political office. So, I am coming from two angles. I am coming this evening from two perspectives. The first perspective is the perspective of our leader, which we believe, which is that the Buhari is dead. The second perspective is the perspective of those who claim that he is alive, but maybe he has some brain damage or from dementia. So I am going to nail you from these two angles. If Buhari is dead, who is in Aso Rock? And if we claim that he's alive, only that they have dementia, under which law will somebody who is brain dead, confirmed by a doctor, will have the power and the capacity to come and rule a country of 200 million. And you have professors telling you, oh, he is only brain dead. Oh, don't mind those people saying he's dead. They only have surgery. So the surgery affected his brain. So the brain is not functional. Can we then have the doctor's report from the United Kingdom about his health status? So remember, I am coming from two different perspectives. Why I like repeating things is that I want it to sink into the head of everybody watching me here, irrespective of your level of understanding. Those who have a very bright and very fast IQ, it is enough. I just mentioned it once, bam, you pass. But because of the level of reasoning of average Nigerian, God prepared me to be repeating it. When I want to make broadcasts, I will repeat it until everybody understands where I'm coming from. So let me repeat it again. I said, I am coming from two different perspectives. The one perspective is the perspective from Mazi Nnamdi, which me, Simon Ekpa, an oath member of IPOB, I am an oath member of IPOB. For those who do not know, an oath member of IPOB, I believe that Buhari is dead until they prove otherwise. Now, to those who will always come and attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why you don't have any other thing to say? Always Buhari is dead. Always Buhari is dead. That what happened to Buhari is just he has brain surgery, and for that it affected his brain. And I'm telling you now that under so many international instruments, under so many national laws, anybody that doctor declared incapacitated will not have the right to govern or even take any public position. So if Buhari, from that your perspective, is alive, and you say it's because of just brain problem, do you think that the doctors in the United Kingdom has issued a statement of what is the status of his health? Do you think there is a statement somewhere that you are not aware of? Do you think that a statement have said that this man, Buhari, after undergoing this surgery, has become incapacitated to hold any public office? Are you aware of that? If you are not aware of that, now I want you to begin to ask question. Ask question. If you yourself identify the fact that the man speaking to you is Buhari, but he have just brain problem. Brain problem is not just. We are talking about people. We are talking about 2 million people. We are talking about Africa's most populous country. We are talking about leading a nation. So brain problem is not just, it's not a just. So if that is the case, the doctor report ought, and I believe must have said that this man is not capable of leading a nation or holding a public office. Now, why is Obasanjo only interested in whether the man is dead and they will not come and tell us? Doesn't Obasanjo know there is law that prohibit people that are dementia, prohibit people that have brain problems not to hold public offices? Don't Obasanjo know there are laws who makes even it possible for somebody like this man, if he is Buhari and have brain problem, for a legal guardian to be assigned to him, who will be making decisions on his behalf? Is Obasanjo not aware of that? He is a PhD holder. But of course, we know PhD holder does not mean you know something. Does not mean you are very conversant with all these laws. But at least somebody who have been in position of president ought to have known the norms that guide public office holders, especially when it comes to their health. When it comes to their health, when doctor pronounce you incapacitated, automatically you are not allowed by any law to hold any public office. And what is going to happen to you is that you are going to be assigned a legal guardian at your old age to begin to make decisions on your behalf, to begin to sign documents for you, for your best interest. You have legal guardians that will be assigned to you by the state. That is in a country where, where there are laws and all that. So I hope you understand from these two perspectives. He is dead and he is brain dead. Now let us go back to this video again. Thank you very much, Vincent SS Kalina, for your super chat. We appreciate you for supporting this page. Thank you very much. Thank you also. Thank you very much, Maureen Nanosi. Maureen Nanosi, thank you for supporting this page with your super chat. This is your super chat. Maybe we are not provoke people, I beg, Thank you very much for supporting us. But now we are focusing in the business of the day, which is unmasking the man in Asorok. Thank you also very much, Elvis Iwuji, for that super chat. Thank you for supporting this page. We appreciate you. And again, we are going to bring this video again, and we are going to play it. And then we are going to ask so many questions to Obasanjo and to some of you that are claiming one Nigeria. We want them, now that they have Mazi Nnamdi in their custody, let them come and bring that issue of Buhari, that he has been lying to Nigerians, he has been lying to the world. Talent Mundi Castle, good evening. Thank you for the super chat. We thank you for supporting this page. May you remain blessed. Those of you supporting us with this super chat, we appreciate you very much. We appreciate you very much. So they are trying to distract our attention. They are trying to distract us, thinking that we have forgotten that our leader has made it very clear that the man in Aso Rock is not Buhari. Biafra Studio, thank you very much for your wonderful super chat for supporting this page. Also, Tonya Obi Obodo, thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. I'm just seeing that some people are, new here and they're already making a super chat. Somebody say permission to divert the super chat. All right. Okay, now we're gonna move forward. I want you to listen to, you see, I am going to explain to you what is direct foreign investment. I'm going to explain to you this evening. Now, watch it again.
Has barely improved, and we're losing foreign direct investment to our neighbors such as Ghana. What can you do to make Nigeria a more competitive and more attractive destination for foreign direct investment?
What can you do to make Nigeria a better place or attractive to foreign direct investment? What can you do to make Nigeria? The question is, what can you do to make Nigeria attractive to foreign direct investment? So if Obasanjo shamelessly come to defend that Buhari is not dead, I want Obasanjo to listen to this. Is this the person Obasanjo is defending to be Buhari? The Buhari that Obasanjo know, is it the Buhari that does not know what is foreign direct investment? The question again is, what will you do to attract foreign direct investment? Now watch.
Well, this question was answered when there was this answer. You remember the young people who wanted to march here and remove me?
The man you call Buhari started by saying, well, this question was answered. This question was answered during the time, you remember the EndSARS protest, when some people marched here to remove me? Let us continue. When some people marched here to remove me?
When you checked that answers.
When I checked that answers.
And my answer to that, I got the members of the executive council.
My answer to that is that I got the members of executive council. I want you to understand one thing here. There is something you don't know here. What is going on here is that these questions, they have already written the answer to him. So he wants to play smart. He wants to play smart. And that's why he said this question was answered. It was answered. So now for him to recite it again becomes a problem. And of course, he used the small brain that is remaining. He said it was answered during the NSAS protest. Do you remember when the people come to remove me in the office? They wrote that answer to him. He could not read it. But because he didn't even know when he said the question, that question was answered. And then all of a sudden, he began to talk about NSAS. I want you to listen to somebody. Obasanjo come to say, how can he die and we are not aware? And I was expecting Obasanjo, to be objective for once. My question this evening, is this the Buhari Obasanjo? No. I am asking Obasanjo, is this the Buhari you served in the same Nigeria army with? And if you claim that this is the Buhari that you served in the army together with, I am asking you, do you think it is right for somebody who doctor must have pronounced, from your own perspective, incapacitated to lead any public office? Do you think it is right for you to keep quiet for this man who cannot tell you the meaning of foreign direct investment to continue to lead the country of 200 million? Obasanjo, do you think it is right? Now, let us continue.
As you could recall, by the Constitution, there must be a member of Executive Council from each state.
If you recall from the Constitution, there must be a member of the Executive Council from each state. That is how he is going to attract foreign direct investment.
It is the Constitution. Every state must be represented.
Every state must be represented in the Executive Council. That is how Obasanjo, the way to attract direct or foreign direct investment is to have each person from each state to be represented at the Executive Council. I want you all to understand the impunity of Nigeria. So now we are challenging them. If they think that Buhari is alive, our leader is now in their DSS custody. It is time we are going to push them. Let us begin to discuss this fraud of a century. Thank you, Nwa Uba Diego, for that super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you also, Linda Ekperi, for that super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. So we are calling Obasanjo. Let Obasanjo come and tell us whether this man is the Buhari he know and what has gone wrong.
So I got them on a Wednesday. I did like this. I said they should go, each one should go to his state, speak to the governor, speak to the traditional leaders, speak to the business people, and speak to the specialists and tell them that the federal government, no more vacancy, is full.
You see, the way to attract foreign direct investment to Nigeria is that he invited all the members of the Executive Council from all states. He told them to go to their state governors, to go to their traditional rulers, and tell them that there is no vacancy. There is no vacancy in the federal government. No more vacancy. That is how he is going to bring the foreign direct investment to Nigeria, is by calling the people who are in the Executive Council, telling them to go to their governors, go to their local chiefs, and tell them no more vacancy at the federal level. And Obasanjo have the tenacity to come and say How can Buhari die and we are not aware of it? And you believe that? Somebody came, because the person who came to ask Obasanjo that question is very sensible. The person may have assessed the man in Aso Rock. And then he summoned courage to go to Obasanjo and ask, what is it we are hearing? They say Buhari is dead. And Obasanjo say, and you believe it? How can Buhari die and we are not aware of it? Obasanjo don't know that Fulani can do anything to make sure they remain in power. Or is it that he know, and because they know his secret, he don't want to speak up? How can Obasanjo defend this allegation by mere saying, yeah, how can Buhari die and we didn't know about it? I was expecting Obasanjo to be more objective, to tell us the reason why he believed that the man in Aso Rock is Buhari, and not just because he was an ex-president. So if the Buhari is dead, him as an ex-president must be briefed about the death of Buhari. So therefore, because he was not briefed about the death of Buhari, so the person in Aso Rock is Buhari is not dead. That is the defense of Obasanjo. Considering the impunity of Fulanis in Nigeria, would you believe Obasanjo? Considering what I am doing now, what I am showing you now, is this the man that Obasanjo worked with all his life as a military man? Is it the man that Obasanjo presented to Nigerians in 2015? Is this the same man? Or somebody is an imposter here? And if Obasanjo claim that it is Buhari, is this the brain of the Buhari that he presented to Nigeria in 2015? And if this is not the brain of Buhari that Obasanjo presented in 2015, then we want to see the health report. We want to see the doctor report. We want to see whether doctors in the United Kingdom will treat him he undergo the surgery as they claim, and those doctors will give him a pass mark, or will give him the status or report that says, okay, you are capable to go back to public office. Not just ordinary public office, president of a country. So we are challenging Obasanjo today. Obasanjo, we challenge you. If you believe that this is Buhari and you are not shocked by the answer Buhari gave here, and if you are shocked and you are accusing or you blame that his brain is dead, there are doctors' report for people whose brain are dead. Doctor will always report that this person's brain is dead. And for that reason, we propose or suggest or mandate that a legal guardian should be given to him. And not only that, if the person is in public office, doctors will always give that statement. He is incapacitated to continue in this capacity. And I believe in London. I believe in London from your perspective of that he's not dead. From your perspective of that he just have a brain problem. I believe that in that London hospital, they may be corrupt, but the doctors will always follow their ethics of the profession. And I believe a statement suggesting that he is not capable to hold public office must be existing somewhere. Obasanjo, go and look for that statement. Thank you very much, OBOKK, for that super chat. My brother, Nigeria are under spiritual siege. They will never believe you because what is holding them is deep. Only this truth you preach will save them. Amen. Amen. And we will continue to preach this truth and expose them. Oscar Inyang, thank you very much for that wonderful super chat. We thank you for supporting this page. Thank you for supporting this page. And we all are grateful for your immense support every day on this program. Thank you also, Bobby Joans, for your super chat. We appreciate you for supporting this page. We appreciate you. I've just noticed that this super chat have just all of a sudden increased. Please let it be that it is coming. Somebody in the afternoon, I started advocating for you people to stop super chat, and somebody is already attacking me that the super chat is a voluntary, and I must not I must not stop them from doing super chat. That is a voluntary thing. So, but you know, I don't want whereby problem with some people will be angered and all that. So but some people are already already started fighting me in the afternoon that I cannot. It is not in my power to stop super chat. Yes, I know it is not in my power, but please, the super chat is getting too much this from today. All right. So now we continue.
Go to any state governor and ask him now to give you a contract or to give you a job. He will tell you there is no vacancy.
So the question is, what will you do to improve the foreign direct investment? He said, if you go to any state governor now to give you a job, he will tell you there is no vacancy. The governor will tell you there is no vacancy. That is how to bring the foreign direct investment.
The same thing with local government. So
the same thing with local government. Go to local government, they tell you there is no vacancy.
You may have a good degree, but you may die without having a job. Why? Because
you see that you may die looking for the job. Now, let me bring to you people what is direct investment. I know this program this evening is directed at Obasanjo and every Nigerian. Now let us go and visit what is direct investment. Foreign direct investment. We are in school. We are in school. We are going to use the talent God gave us to deal with them. Now, I am bringing to you the meaning of foreign direct investment, in case you don't know. For those of you who do not know what is foreign direct investment, I am going to bring to you the meaning of foreign direct investment, and I am going to explain it to you. In a very nutshell, foreign direct investment is when a company from a different country invests in branch of that company in another country. It becomes foreign direct investment. Let me explain to you. For example, when you have automobile, maybe Tesla, for example, in the United States, if Tesla invests in Innocent Motor in Nigeria, that is what we call foreign direct investment. But we're going to go details. I'm going to go into details now to explain it to you. Thank you, Chief Onuoha, for that super chat. Thank you for always supporting this page. We appreciate you. My brother Simon, don't worry about those who complain of super chat, whatever. It is not their business. If they provoke me, I will empty my savings. No, my brother. I see you have been doing wonderfully well supporting this page. Each time it has always been $50. Honestly, I appreciate that. I prefer that. If I will empty my saving account, keep doing what you are doing. Our leader must be free, and Biafra is the answer. Yes, Biafra is the answer, and our leader must be free. And what we are doing now is everything that will provoke them to do this mistake of bringing the issue of Buhari is dead. Let us expose them once and for all and shatter their table. Now, thank you very much, Nwa Uba Diego, for that super chat. We appreciate you. Nobody can stop this super chat, even you, Mazi. That is really something else. Not even me cannot stop it. All right. Not even me can stop it. Thank you for supporting the page. Now, let me bring to you what is a foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment. What is a foreign direct investment? FDI. A foreign direct investment is an investment made by a firm or individual in one country into business interests located in another country. Generally, foreign direct investment takes place when an investor establishes foreign business operation or acquires foreign business asset in a foreign company. However, foreign direct investment are distinguished from portfolio investment, in which an investor merely purchases equities of foreign-based company. In a very nutshell, this is what foreign direct investment is. Now, tell me, let me zoom it so that people understand what is going on. Now, let me read it again, because I like repeating. Foreign direct investment. The question to the man who posed as Buhari is, what are you doing, or what will you do to attract foreign direct investment to Nigeria? He answered, in Executive Council, we have every state represented in the Executive Council. And when this question was answered, you remember during the NSAS protest, when some people came and they marched here, they want to remove me. So we called all the Executive Council, told them to go back to their governors and let their governors take them to their chiefs and their royal highnesses, and let their royal highnesses take them to local government, and they should inform them that there is no vacancy. No more vacancy in presidency, no more vacancy in the federal job or whatever. And then he went further to say how to attract foreign direct investment is for the governors, there is no vacancy. Even to local government, there is no vacancy. And some people will wait for job until they die. There is no job and there is no vacancy. So that is how to attract a foreign direct investment. Now, as you can see, I have explained what is foreign direct investment. And the question is, how can you as a president make people, companies abroad to buy assets of companies in Nigeria? How can you make company abroad to invest in company in Nigeria? That was the question they asked the man. And Obasanjo have the tenacity. Obasanjo have the impetus to come and question whether Buhari is dead or alive. Remember, we are coming from two different perspectives. I am coming from the perspective of that Buhari is dead. I am also coming from the perspective of that he just have a brain problem. Do you understand? And if he has a brain problem, there must be a medical report pronouncing him incapacitated, which means he is not qualified to hold public office and he should be appointed a legal guardian. So why would Obasanjo not commenting on that? That is my question. Another question is this the man Obasanjo know? Is this the man he presented in 2015? That he don't know what is foreign direct investment. Let us continue. Let me educate you to know what is foreign direct investment. So, what is foreign direct investment? I hope that all the Aso Rock people are watching, so that after that they will go and reorganize this particular interview so that he can be able to explain what is foreign direct investment. A foreign direct investment is an investment made by a firm or individual in one country into business interests located in another country. Generally, foreign direct investment take place when an investor establishes foreign business operation or acquire foreign business asset in a foreign country, in a foreign company. However, foreign direct investment are distinguished from portfolio investment, in which an investor merely purchases equities of foreign-based company. This thing continue. Key takeaway on foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment are investment made by one company into another located in another country. Foreign direct investment are actively utilized in open market rather than closed market for investors. Of course, all these ones are the technicalities of it. Now, how direct investment work? Direct investment are commonly made in open economies that offers a skilled workforce and above average growth prospect for investors, as opposed to tightly regulated economies. You see, Nigeria is tightly regulated economy. Foreign direct investment frequently involve more than just a capital investment. It may include provision of management or technology as well. How can you talk about management or technology when the National Assembly in Nigeria are rejecting electronic transfer or transmitter or transfer of votes? They have rejected technology here, thereby rejecting also anything like foreign direct investment. The key feature of foreign direct investment is that it establishes either effective control of, or at least substantial influence over the decision making of a foreign business. You see, how can this man who paraded himself as the president of 200 million people, Africa's most populous country, and a former president is coming out in public to say, how can he die and we are not aware of it? How can he die and we are not aware of it? So I want you to go to Obasanjo. I want you to start calling Obasanjo. I want you to send this video to Obasanjo. Tell Obasanjo that we Biafra people are asking him this question. Is this the Buhari that he said he is alive? Is this the Buhari? What exactly did he use? What parameter did he use to measure the level of the man or the real of the man in Aso Rock? You know, the authenticity of the man in Aso Rock. Is it because no Fulani have come to announce to him that Buhari have died? Or is there any other thing that he used to know that Buhari is not dead? He should tell us. And if he claimed that Buhari is not dead, that this man is Buhari, is this the person he presented in 2015? Does it mean that the person he presented in 2015 do not know what is foreign direct investment? And if he knew, if Obasanjo claimed that this man knew what is foreign direct investment in 2015, what has gone wrong in 2021 that he no longer know it? That is what, you see, we want to arrive at somewhere. This whole thing I'm doing now, we have target. We want to arrive somewhere. So where we want to arrive is that we want to know if Obasanjo is aware. If Obasanjo is aware, because I believe that Obasanjo is older than Buhari. I believe that Obasanjo is older than Buhari, right? I am believing like that. I'm not very sure, but I'm believing that Obasanjo is older than Buhari. If Obasanjo can answer questions like this publicly, if Obasanjo can answer questions publicly, what then is the reason why Buhari cannot answer questions publicly? If Obasanjo can explain what is foreign direct investment, why then Buhari cannot explain what is foreign direct investment as a president of a country? That is my concern. And if Obasanjo say, yes, well, it's because he has a brain problem. Now, my question is, according to law, anybody that have brain problem, it is not allowed. The law prohibits the person from taking over any public office. So Obasanjo will sit and he did not come to mention, okay, let us agree that he is not dead, but he don't have the right to continue to be president of Nigeria because the doctor have declared him incapacitated. Now listen to Obasanjo.
Somebody came to me.
Somebody came to me.
Very high up, very high up.
Very high up? Somebody came to me. This is Obasanjo talking. Somebody came to me very high up.
Very, very high up. And said, tell me, do you talk about Buhari not being Buhari? I said, do you believe this?
Somebody came to him and said, tell me, this talk about Buhari not being Buhari, you know, and then he said to the person, do you believe it?
He said, well, it's in the social media.
The person said, well, it is in the social media.
I said, Buhari will die and we will not know that Buhari has died.
And then I told him, Buhari will die and we will not know that Buhari have died. This is the defense. Very, very absurd. Very, very, very absurd. So he was waiting for Fulani to come to tell him that Buhari have died. Ordinarily, Obasanjo only defense is that he is waiting when Fulani will come to tell him that, Oga Baba, Buhari don't die, yo. So Obasanjo don't have no single thing to say, this is why I say Buhari did not die. So I want after today, let Obasanjo receive sense. I want after this broadcast, let Obasanjo receive sense. I want Obasanjo to watch this program now with a clean mind. I want Obasanjo to watch this program with clean mind and ask himself question. Is he that he is waiting for Fulani to come to him and say, Baba, Obasanjo, Buhari don't die, you. If that is what is waiting, then Obasanjo is a disappointment. It's a disappointment because he's supposed to be an intelligent man, not just as an ordinary man, but as a military officer who have undergone military training. Military training is not just, of course, in those days, or not the military training of Nigeria now. The military training now is like the training you give to chicken. When you are running after chicken, the chicken will run and put head in one place where you have some bushes like this. The chicken, when he get tired, he put head there, while all his body, the body of the chicken is showing, and the chicken will be thinking that he is hiding and nobody is seeing him. You know, some of you who were in the village, you know, like in those days when you were a kid, when Christmas is coming, when Easter is coming, New Year is coming, they will gather you and say, chase, you know, catch this chicken. We are going to use this for New Year. Catch that chicken. You will be running after the chicken. You will chase the chicken until when the chicken get tired, the chicken will look for one place and put the head. And then he forget that the body is showing. And those of us who are very, very agile at that time and very smart, we will just do like this and dive the chicken, bam, we catch it. That is exactly the training of Nigerian military these days. When you see military, Boko Haram are slaughtering them like tomorrow no day. Because the training is like a chicken training. They lack intelligence. So Obasanjo, during his own military training, have intelligence and is able to differentiate good and bad. So I am asking Obasanjo, is this the man you presented to Nigeria in 2015? And if it is the man, are you now agreeing that there is something wrong with the brain? And if you agree that something is wrong from the brain, then I am challenging you, and Nigerians are challenging you, Biafrans are challenging you, Oduduwas are challenging you to take it upon yourself, go to the hospital and demand the doctor report that declared him incapacitated. Because from your own perspective, he is Buhari and he should be alive, only to have brain problem. And this thing here have confirmed it. So why would you be questioning those who is making the allegation that he's dead? We are expecting you to come and tell us what makes you believe he's alive, and not because you are waiting for Fulanis to come and tell you that he's dead, because they will never do that. They will never do that.
Somebody came to me, very high up, very high up, very, very high up, and said, tell me, do you talk about Buhari not being Buhari? I said, do you believe this? He said, well, it's in the social media. I said, Buhari will die, and we will not know that Buhari has died. And they will bring on somebody from Sudan to be Buhari. It's ridiculous to extreme.
No, what is more ridiculous? What is more ridiculous is you, Obasanjo. Your own position is even more ridiculous than the people who are saying that Buhari is dead. Because Obasanjo's position is more ridiculous. How can Obasanjo be in Nigeria that he knows how corrupt Nigeria is? And the Obasanjo know how Fulani are power monger and they can do anything to continue to stay in power. Obasanjo is aware of this. So it is even more ridiculous that Obasanjo did not have any single good reason and fact to say that Buhari is alive. Only that he was expecting them to tell him that Buhari have died, and nobody have come to him to say Buhari have died. Or that at least they did not know. That is the only defense of Obasanjo, which is more ridiculous. Now, I have just shown you a video of Buhari where they ask him, because this is the man you claim is Buhari, they ask him, what can you do to improve the foreign direct investment? And he started talking stories. So I want Obasanjo to go back to his drawing book and begin to make move. Based on this exposition today, is this the Buhari that Obasanjo is saying, how can he die? And we are not aware of it. The Buhari that don't know what is foreign direct investment as a president of a country. This is man from Chad. Sheka of Boko Haram said his name. He don't know anything. He don't know what is a foreign direct investment. He don't know it because he has never been trained. He has never been a president. He has never held any public office. He has never done nothing. He has never been to school. The only thing he do is that he know how to read, and you know that he's learning how to read very well. Now he's better. He's better now. Unlike before, now he can try to read. So they are teaching him. He is going to adult lesson in Aso Rock. If you notice, you know that he has improved somehow in the reading. So how can you come and say that, how can he die and we are not aware of? We want to bring this heat back to Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi is in Nigeria. It is time we are expecting the Nigerian government to challenge him. And say, why are you claiming that Buhari is dead? He is now in their hand, and they are not talking about it. He is now, and they are not talking. Mazi Nnamdi, I trust. Like today, when I hear that he was having issue with DSS because they refuse him to sign the document. I'm not shaken. I am not worried. I am not shaken because Mazi Nnamdi, I know will never ever disappoint. He will never disappoint. So, and I am expecting more of that action from him. That is the way to do. We don't even need to advise him on that. We have seen him roaring like a lion in Nigeria court before. And now he have 70 million people backing him. So I'm very, very proud. And I know he's a no-nonsense person. So I am expecting the Nigerian government to bring the issue of Buhari is dead up, because now you have Mazi Nnamdi in your custody. And we will not stop this Buhari is dead until you bring it up, because now Mazi Nnamdi is in your custody. He is going to give you conditions how to prove that Buhari is dead. On this note, I will open the line for everybody to come and give your comment. Thank you very much for your super chat. Chinye at Prince of Peace. This is a YouTube channel and the super chat is allowed here. Besides, Simon never asked anyone to donate money to his channel. Anyofu, thank you very much for your super chat. Chinye, we appreciate you. Classic Queen, thank you for your super chat. Classic Queen B, Lemon Karata doing shoulder shimmy dance move. Thank you for that super chat. We appreciate you. Buhari is dead. The slogan will continue until the Nigeria government, the Fulani, now they have Mazi Nnamdi in their custody. We want that they bring the issue up, because this is one of the things that will open the eye of many, including the eye of Obasanjo. Oliseka, Jerry, Ojia, thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Remember, if you are watching from any other channel, if you are watching from any other platform, we are trying to migrate all our viewers to Enter Biafra Channel 1. It is very important that everybody be watching from Enter Biafra Channel 1, because we are learning how to begin to use our own platform. The idea is that we want to start using our own platform, especially to those of us, to those of our people who are in Nigeria. The Enter Biafra has been blocked by the federal government, but through the VPN, you can access Enter Biafra, and then also through the desktop, you can access Enter Biafra without VPN. So we are advising everybody, if you are watching from any different channel or different platform, we urge you to go to Enter Biafra Channel 1. Enter Biafra Channel 1